Gustavo Ramos always dreamed big. Since he was little, while helping his mother sell sweets at the fair, he imagined a future where he would have his own business. With dedication and years of studying business administration, he transformed his passion for fashion into a luxury venture. Now, at the age of 35, he was finally realizing his dream. His first exclusive clothing store, Ramos and Elegancia, was about to be opened in the city's most sophisticated neighborhood. The place was impeccable: shiny windows, a sophisticated atmosphere, and pieces designed by renowned designers. The dream was becoming reality. However, Gustavo knew that the path would not be easy. Even though he was a successful entrepreneur, he still noticed looks of doubt and distrust. He didn't care. He knew his work would speak for itself. On the opening day, the store was immaculate and the team was well-trained. Curious customers came in, praised the sophisticated design, and tried on the pieces. But then, a man walked in, and the mood changed. Ricardo Vasconcelos, a customer who frequents designer stores, looked around with an expression of superiority. He approached the counter, and when he saw Gustavo arranging some suits, he gave a half-smile. "Can you bring me a glass of water? And call the manager, I want to talk to him about a special request." Gustavo stared at the man for a moment. He sighed deeply and replied calmly, "Actually, sir, I own the store. How can I help?" Ricardo raised his eyebrows, surprised. "Or gift? Interesting." But his expression soon closed. He crossed his arms and looked around as if trying to find some inconsistency. "You know, I've shopped at a lot of luxury stores and I've never seen one run by someone like you. Are you sure you are in the right industry?" The silence in the store was piercing. The employees exchanged tense glances. Gustavo felt his blood boil, but he remained firm. He knew that moment would mark his history. The situation became even more uncomfortable when Ricardo continued. "Don't get me wrong, but I think it's strange. I mean, the high fashion world has certain standards." Gustavo crossed his arms and replied firmly, "Standards that need to change. My store doesn't follow prejudices, just quality." Ricardo laughed, a mocking laugh. "Let's see. I'm going to try out a few pieces and see if their quality is up to par." He chose several clothes and went to the dressing room. When he came out sporting an impeccable suit, he glanced at one of the employees. "I'll take it, but I'd prefer you to complete the purchase," he said, ignoring Gustavo. The employee hesitated and looked at Gustavo, who nodded. As Ricardo swiped the card, still not satisfied, he said, "I hope your business lasts. The market is cruel." After leaving, one of the customers approached Gustavo. "I saw everything. Does this always happen?" Gustavo took a deep breath. "More than I should. But I won't back down." In the following days, Gustavo realized that the story had spread. Someone filmed part of the interaction and posted it on social media, causing a debate about racism and exclusion in the luxury market. While many supported Gustavo, others doubted his ability. To make matters worse, some partner stores canceled orders, fearing controversies. The pressure increased. Gustavo felt the weight of the situation, questioning whether his dream was worth it. But he didn't give up. He decided to act. He reached out to Black designers and entrepreneurs who faced similar challenges. Together, they organized an exclusive fashion exhibition, highlighting talented designers who didn't have space in large stores. The event gained repercussion, attracting attention from the media and progressive investors. Meanwhile, Ricardo continued to spread nasty comments about the store, trying to discredit it in the market. But Gustavo was not intimidated. With the support of influencers and independent designers, Gustavo launched a campaign about diversity in fashion. "Elegance has no color. It has history," said the slogan. The response was incredible. New customers came, attracted by the store's innovative concept. Gustavo became a symbol of resistance. However, the path to success still presented challenges. Many traditional customers were still reluctant to accept its presence in the market. Gustavo received anonymous threats saying that his business would not last. He began to question whether he was putting his team and his dreams at risk. But then, a famous fashion critic published an article praising the quality of the Ramos and Elegancia pieces, highlighting Gustavo's talent. The positive reviews brought a new wave of customers, and the store began to consolidate. A month later, a renowned fashion event invited Gustavo to present his collection. The hall was packed. Models from different ethnicities paraded with their creations. Among those present, Ricardo Vasconcelos watched, annoyed. At the end of the parade, Gustavo took the stage. "When I opened my store, they doubted me. But fashion belongs to everyone, and my work proves it." The audience gave a standing ovation. Ricardo left without saying anything. Ramos and Elegancia has become a reference. Gustavo expanded his business, proving that luxury fashion could be inclusive. He opened new units in other cities and began giving lectures on representation in entrepreneurship. Gustavo knew there was still a long way to go, but he had already left his mark. Years later, Gustavo gave lectures on entrepreneurship. During an event, a young black man approached. "Your story inspired me. Now I'm opening my own brand." Gustavo smiled, feeling that his fight had been worth it. The future, after all, was being shaped by stories like yours.